This is an unwritten rule in network marketing. If you practice ACORE according to the 8 steps to success, you will succeed. Okay? Now, today I don't have time to properly explain the 8 steps and ACORE. So what should you do? You can listen to Chairman Park, Han Gill's, or Lee Diakwu's 8 Steps to Success again on channel Atomy. Also, I have given several lectures on ACORE as well. I really hope you listen to those. Understood? Now, the first step of the 8 steps to success is setting a goal. What is a goal? A dream. It's assigning a timeline to your dream. What did we assign a timeline to? Now, when it comes to becoming an imperial master and achieving a balanced life, that goal can feel very far away. So we've broken it down into 10 steps, like Sales Master, Diamond Master, Royal Master, Sharon Rose Master, and so on. Dividing up when you will become a sales master and when you will become a team leader among those steps, that's what we call a plan. And if you put that plan into action, your dream will come true. Okay? So after setting a goal, the second step is making a decision. You have to proactively and positively decide to pay the price. But the price we pay, it's not a large sum of money, is it? It's your time and passion, right? People understand what it means to be positive, but some don't quite get what it means to be proactive. So what does it mean to be proactive? When couples come to seminars and listen to the lectures, the women hear about things like growing the organization, left line, right line, and so on, and they think, what is this? Whose job is this supposed to be? It's the husband's job. So the husband says, honey, I heard something amazing today. What is it? It's the 4 steps, right? Huh? Yeah, what happens the moment you do that? Hand over your credit card. And if you go to another seminar just one more time, I'm going to break your ankle. At that, he just shrinks back and stays home. He sticks his foot out. What happens then? He sticks his foot out, and then he really gets hit. So does he just stay at home like this? Or does he come out on crutches? He comes out on crutches? That's what being proactive is. Got it? Now the third step is making a list. Making a list. Why do we do this? If you just think about it roughly, you probably have a sibling or a really close friend, someone you want to do this with, right? Right? Then you'd contact that person first. When you meet them, they might say, why are you only telling me about this power now? They might get all worked up and ask, why are you doing this? And then, they go and tell all their friends about it. Hey, Diakwu started again. Don't answer his calls. Don't pick up the phone. Should I just advertise it? How does that sound? But is it because they hate me? No, it's not. It's because they're worried I might be going down the wrong path. So the person who rejects you the most is actually the one who truly loves you. Has anyone here ever received that kind of love? Let's give a round of applause to those people. So you try with 5 people and they all turn you down. What do you start to think then? Maybe this just isn't for me. This just isn't right for me. And do you know what they do after that? Just study. Only study. So then they call me. How can I give a good business presentation? What should I do about the products? You don't need to know any of that. Let's say you want to sell him or him. You go there and your mind just goes blank. Well, you don't need to know the short-term gap qualification. You don't need to know about immunity either. So what should you do? Oh, it's over. It's amazing. That's all it takes. It's the same with cosmetics. What, the 6 system or something? What was it again? You don't need to know about the DDS method. What do you say? Wow, I tried it and it's amazing. That's really all you need to do. Anyway. So the reason you make a list is because if you write down more than 250 names, even if about 10 people reject you outright, what happens? There may not be many places inviting you, but there are plenty of places you can go. Got it? And you keep adding to it every day. Every day, just as they come to mind. If you can't remember their names, just write things like Mr. Kim, the guy who had acne, the one who punched me once. Just write them down like that. You'll remember eventually. Got it? Next, take that list and go to early morning prayer at church and pray over it. Call. Right? You have to call. Call and talk at length. Just make them curious. Just spark their curiosity. Hey, I found out about something amazing. If you treat me to the best food at a top-notch sushi place or restaurant today, I'll tell you about it. Okay? Yeah, that's how you do it. And some people don't say a single word. They just put the documents in an envelope and hand it over. Like, go home and read it. Since I treated you to an expensive meal, you'll read it, right? Or will you not read it? Read it. And then watch the VOD carefully because you feel wronged. So even if you don't explain things properly when you meet, it's fine. The important thing is this. If it's about company sales or whatever, you don't even need to know what we learned today. What's really important? I've started something new. That's why it's called STP. Show the plan. I have a plan that could change my life. Do you want to check it out too? And if that person is smarter than me, I'd say, I don't really get this even after listening, so why don't you come and check it out yourself? There are actually a lot of people who got involved this way. Earlier, I briefly met with Kim Jin-soo, the royal master, and asked, how did you end up doing Atomy? He said he came to stop his mother-in-law, but ended up getting caught himself. There really are a lot of people like that. And when I explained the business, they'd say, hey, I don't have any connections, I have bad credit, I don't like going to gatherings, and I really don't know anyone. Plus, I don't know anything about multi-level marketing. And I can't even give lectures, so I can't do it. So what should you say to that? What should you say? So this is the only thing you can do. All right, try saying it to the person next to you. So this is the only thing you can do. But it's true, isn't it? Right? We have people on either side of us who are better than us, and that's why we've become successful. So don't focus on your weaknesses, just look at your strengths. Even if there's just 1 out of 100, that's enough. What is that one thing? It's coming to this seminar. Got it? Even if you have to come alone, just come. And if you know someone a bit better than you, bring them along. Okay? Even if you have to give them a sleeping pill to get them here, do whatever it takes. Huh? Just come this far. And stop saying, let's go all the time. Just be in front of their house every time. Whenever it's a one day or success day, just be in front of their house. Do you think they'll come or not? I'm telling you, they'll come. You know the saying, sincerity moves heaven, right? Did you get that? Now, if you look at the 6th step of the 8 steps to success, there's something called follow-up. What does that mean? Even the best in the world, do they get rejected or not? That means receiving it. So meet them again. Follow-up means meeting them again. Why? Because I didn't understand. Until when should you keep going? That's right, until they say yes. So when it comes to follow-up, we sum it up with the phrase Indian rain ceremony. When Native Americans perform a rain ceremony, it always rains. Why does it rain? Exactly. Do it until it rains. Whenever I do this kind of follow-up, I'm honestly moved by Helen Sanders. Kentucky Fried Chicken. He opened his first franchise on his 1,008th attempt. If we go just 5 times, we almost always get a yes. Now, the 7th consultation is this. When I meet someone, I ask them all sorts of outlandish questions. Oh, if I start now, won't I just end up hustling under someone who started 15 years ago? Then I pause and think, is that really the case? Then who should I go to? Go to your sponsor? Sponsor, am I just hustling here? Ha ha ha. Then, oh my, Atomy now has 3 million people. Now 3 million. And you know there are 30 million adults, right? Have they started or not? They haven't even started. They haven't even started. Then you say, oh, really? Then you go talk to someone else and they go on and on again? Huh? I heard Atomy is about to go bankrupt. Sigh! Among Korean companies, huh? They say there's no company that succeeded. Then you say, oh, I heard Atomy is about to go under. Then again, we have our global top 10, right? It just goes back and forth. But after about 5 times, you get a yes. You understand, right? Now the final step, duplication. This is a really important point. So what does duplication mean? Duplication, it means making another me. Make me 2. So the person I kept visiting finally gets it. Huh? Wow, my friend. I'm really sorry. Huh? Earlier when I heard what director Kim Sa-hak said, how many years did you go for, sis? I went for 2 years and 4 months. So sis, what should I do about this? Then what should I say? What should I do about this? Atomy? Up to now, is it how? How do you do this? Maybe I'm giving the lecture wrong. There's no response. What should I do? You go to step 1. Step 1? What's your dream? You don't know. Then let me tell you about the lecture on living a balanced life. A life of living, loving, learning, and dedicating. And with that, things like a house, a car, travel, allowance for your parents, and so on. You need to set concrete goals for those things. And is it enough to just set goals? You have to set a timeline. If you're renting monthly, by when will you switch to a lease? Then when will you buy a house? Well, it's morning now. Right? When will you get a Genesis? When will you get a Benz? You have to set specific deadlines. You get them to do it just like I did. What if they don't understand? Just show them mine. My life scenario. Okay? What if they don't understand how to make a list? Then I show them the list I made. Okay? That's what duplication is. Duplication. Got it? Then that person goes out and meets someone and eventually gets a yes. So what should that person do? Then what do? Where do they take that person? Guide them to step 1? Guide them to step 1 and help them set the goal of building a balanced business. Got it? So that's how you do it. Now, looking back at 60 years of network marketing history, do we have to clock in for work? No, right? No, we don't. Leave in work? We don't have that either. Each person does it in their own way. For me, I was really obsessed with it. I really worked hard. But when I asked, why is my business stuck like this? There was really only one thing to say. Did you follow the system? That's all I have to ask. That's why the ACOA checklist was created. What happens if you just make these 8 actions into habits? At the very least, you'll become a royal master. So all you have to do is check whether these 8 actions are things you can actually do. Right? Try repeating after me. When your thoughts begin to change, your actions will also inevitably change. When your actions start to change, your habits gradually change as well. When your habits change, your character eventually changes too. And when your character changes, even your destiny can ultimately change. This insightful and profound idea was expressed by William James, who is widely recognized as the very first American psychologist, a true pioneer in his field. He's the one who said this: when your thoughts change, what else changes? Your actions change. And when your actions change, your life changes. But he never said what specific actions to take. Right? But with Atomy, it's clear. We've changed our mindset to earn 100 million won a month. Right? Who here is going to earn 100 million won a month? Raise your hand. Everyone's doing it. Wow. Since we've decided to receive 100 million won a month, what do? If your actions change, that's how it happens. And those actions are 8 specific things. Now, this is Peter Drucker, America's top management economist. He lived to be 95 and passed away not too long ago. He spent his whole life as a professor at Harvard University, and he's famous for a particular saying. Try repeating after me. If you can't accurately measure it, then you can't effectively manage it. And if you can't properly manage it, you certainly can't improve it. Now, if you don't know how many hours your partner invested in Atomy or how they invested them, can you manage that? You can't, right? Of course you can't. If you can't manage it, is it only your partner who can't succeed? Or does that mean you can't succeed either? That's right, you can't succeed either. Do you understand? That's why you have to check. These 8 things here in ACOR are for each day, every single day. What are you going to do in a day? That's the minimum goal, right? How many days does it take for our salespeople to make a decision? About 15 days, right? If you stack up 15 days, your rank is determined. Okay? So let's take a look at these 8 things. First, reading a book. Let's read a book for at least 15 minutes a day. Now, what does this 15 minutes mean? It's 1% of your day. Let's invest 1% of our day in ourselves. Why? To prepare for the time when someone better than me comes along, I need to broaden my knowledge. But what's the hardest thing in the world to do? It's reading books. Your eyelids just start to droop. Then, even if you have to prop your eyes open with something, just try to read. Got it? The very first book you should read is Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Why is that? Oh, and just the other day on Thursday, I listened to Imperial Park Dongchul give a lecture in Mexico. No, I mean in New Zealand. And he shared something truly moving. To a couple, a relationship is like a lottery. Try repeating after me. Marriage is like the lottery. I've been living for 45 years, and if you include dating, it's been 50 years or so. But he says their relationship is like the lottery. What does that mean? He explained that the odds of being compatible are about the same as winning the lottery. So I was really moved by that. I thought it was just my family that was like that. I almost got divorced because I didn't flush the toilet. I almost got divorced for always leaving the closet open. But even after more than 40 years, those habits don't change. If that's the case for people who live together, how could people like us, who met because of Atomy, ever become the same? It's impossible. Well, that's exactly why Carnegie wrote that book. On the very first page, there's someone named Crowley or something, a double pistol murderer. And when he was dying, he said, how could they kill a good citizen like me? And then there's Al Capone. Have you seen the movie The Godfather of Godfathers? He was the boss of the Chicago gang. When he was executed, he said, a society like America that executes a social worker like me is a crazy society. And then he died. So we shouldn't expect our partners or your partners to understand us, nor should we try to make them understand. We have to acknowledge that we are different from each other. Let's acknowledge our differences. Let's not criticize, judge, or complain. That's the very first thing. This is truly a gem of a book. I read it myself, but is it enough if only I read it? No, right? Your partner should read it too. Your partner as well. Now, the second thing is, let's watch one VOD a day. Why do we watch it? Because we face rejection. What happens to our enthusiasm when we get rejected? What is it that lifts me up every time that happens? It's the speeches of successful people. So on the Atomy channel, I move the most inspiring videos to the very front on my phone. Press it every time you get rejected. Then bam, I feel determined again. Yeah, that guy's the fool, right? And I cheer up and keep going, so it's like successful people are always by my side. Now third, let's attend meetings. You're attending a meeting today, right? Right? Earlier, the person who was doing my hair asked me this. If the day I meet the most important person and a one-day seminar happened to fall on the same day, where should I go? Yes, it was. Where should you go? Why do you come here? It's because it can be duplicated. Let's say you went to meet someone, but when you go to the one-day seminar, you see that not a single partner is there. Where did everyone go? Who did you go to see? Who did you go to see? So during the one-day session, where should I be? You should come here. And when we go outside, we encounter all sorts of negativity. Rat-a-tat-tat, whoa. So where should you go? You should go to the hospital. To the hospital. Which hospital? You have to go to Orot Hospital, Orot Hospital. If you come here, they'll stitch you up and give you a transfusion. So then, you muster up your passion again, go back out, get hit by a barrage of bullets, sink down, and then where do you go? That's right. Every week you come here, get surgery, get a blood transfusion, and then go back out again. If you keep doing that, what happens to you all? You all end up becoming successful people. Got it? Now the fourth is loving the product. Don't just use the product, use it with love. Why do you love it? Because it helps me succeed. I go to bed with toothpaste on my stomach, and my husband asks, do you want to live with the toothpaste or with me? So who should I live with? The toothpaste. Why? Because the toothpaste helps me succeed. Did my husband help me succeed? No, he didn't. Okay? So use it with love. And as I mentioned several times earlier, instead of selling based on the product's ingredients or effects, what are we really sharing? The impression the product made on us. Repeat after me. The impression the product made on us. You're sharing the impression you got from using it. So there's absolutely no problem. Now the fifth is show the plan. What does show the plan mean? It's the reason I'm doing this business, right? Wow, I really am doing something amazing. You should check it out too. That's what you're saying. When you explain the company's product compensation plan, just share what you know. Also, don't try to do it too perfectly. The reason Zig Ziglar failed in business at first was because he did it too well. I found out later that, I can't be like you. Well, you succeeded because you're you. Is it better to be good at it or not so good? Well, it's not that being bad is better. But it's okay even if you're not good at it. Got it? Once is fine, and even an hour is fine. Do you know Atomy? That's it. How many seconds did that take? That's what show the plan is all about. So can you draw circles every day or not? You only need to do it 15 times a month. Why? Because if you do, you'll succeed. Now the sixth point is delivering to consumers. Earlier, what did I say? Each month, am I trying to increase my points or am I trying to make business partners? You're trying to start a business, right? Try using it. Try it. How long do you keep going? Until they use it. Building trust. Building trust is simple. It's actually pretty fun to gossip about someone, isn't it? Gossiping, making someone the topic of conversation as a side dish, okay? But let's not do that anymore. Let's not criticize, judge, or complain about others. That's exactly what the first chapter of Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People is about. They say that just by not criticizing, judging, or complaining, your relationships will improve by 80%. Okay? Criticizing, judging, and complaining is like kicking a beehive with fire. What does that mean? Let's not kick the beehive. Let's not kick the beehive. Smile, greet, symmetry, no criticism, no complaints. Smile, say hello, ask about the other person's interest, and give compliments. If you don't criticize, judge, or complain, you'll become the flower and people will be drawn to you like butterflies. Do you understand? Lastly, ignite the fire from below. I'm saying this because most of you are beginners. Now, when we first start a business, since there's no membership fee, what's the best thing to do? It's best to register as a member, right? Right? So if I don't use the item, do I have to register it? Shouldn't I do it? They should still register. I don't do business anymore, but do I still have to register or not? They should. Why? Because for us, the more members we have, like Yuno said earlier, that's our capital. Capital. It's potential capital. Now, a lot of people ask me, Attorney Choi, so here there are 4 people, A, and then B and C. If only this person joins, I'm done, that's it. But what should I do about this person? What do I need to do to get this person to come out and do business? What should I do to get them to come out? You just keep sending Hyun Rock's logo down below. Go down Hyun Rock row. Continue. And sometimes give them a little nudge. Have you checked your genealogy chart? You've got a few people under you. You tell them how many points have been accumulated, and when you steam or bake sweet potatoes or potatoes, what do? Sometimes you poke them, right? Give them a poke. It just keeps going down. Down it goes. But then, if just one active business person appears at the very bottom, the whole situation changes instantly. Everyone knows about it because I kept going at it nonstop. They come out going, ouch, that's hot. Did you get that? How do they come out, you ask? Ouch, that's hot. If you light a candle here, is that okay or not? If you light a candle, just blow it out, just like that. What do you set on fire? Repeat after me. Let's start a wildfire. Start a wildfire. For example, when the crown at the main branch had been around for about 1.5 years, they came out. It's hot, like that. At that time, team leader Shim Hee-kyung also came out saying, ouch, that's hot, just like that. In the meantime, Royal Master Sang-yuk was there, and he came out like a roasted whole. He was set ablaze from top to bottom, and that's how he joined the Royal Leaders Club as a director. He was already so solid and reliable. Did you know that? This isn't something that will be over in just 1 year or 2 for us. The chairman put up the first signboard at the entrance of Naksong House after 5 years. So just keep at it for 5 years. Just keep going. But what's a bigger jackpot, having a business partner come out after just 10 levels or after 100 levels below you? Which one? It's the 100 levels, of course. High risk, high return. That's a phrase you've heard a lot, right? Right? Let's fire things up from the bottom with a loud shout.
Let's light the fire.
Let's fire things up from the bottom. So don't go to your sponsor and say, oh, I just can't find any partners. Don't complain about just having one sale. If you really check everything in a core and every time you make eye contact, you ask, do you know Atomy? Have you tried it? Have you heard of it? If you keep doing that, it will definitely go down the line. And then my partners will keep going down the line as well. Eventually, someone better than me will definitely show up. When that person appears, things will take off and spread like wildfire. Do you believe it? Now, since it's time to say goodbye, let's wrap up by shouting, if you don't succeed today, it's a miracle 3 times before we finish. When you're ready, shout, yat, and then say, if you don't succeed, it's a miracle. But you have to raise your voice with energy. If you don't shout it out loud enough, we'll keep going until you do today. All right, shout it out confidently. Ready? Yeah. Go. If you don't succeed, it's a miracle. If you don't succeed, it's a miracle. If you don't succeed, it's a miracle. Yes, I hope you all succeed. Thank you.